He was known as the colorful, combative politician who rescued New York City from near financial ruin during his 3 terms as mayor. His name was Ed Koch, and he died this morning of congestive heart failure at a New York hospital. Eric Shawn takes a look back at his life.
How am I doing?
He was the very symbol of the city itself. Brash, brave, funny, outspoken, and sharp. Ed Koch brought New York City back from the brink when he was elected mayor in 1977.
Nobody thought I could win, but I got my message out, and people believed it, and they voted for me. It was a shock.
He was born in 1924 in Newark, New Jersey, served in World War II, and took on the Democratic Tammany Hall in the 1960s as a Reform Democrat, before being elected councilman, congressman, and finally moving to City Hall, where he inherited a city besieged by crime, public unrest, and near bankruptcy.
New York is a great city, but the Big Apple does not grow in the Garden of Eden.
But by force of his personality, he put New York back on the path to solvency.
When I came in, the city was in a state of short-term debt of $6 billion, which we had to eliminate over a 4-year period, and we did it over a 3-year period. And I'm very proud of what we did.
He created a $1 billion housing program that wiped out abandoned ghettos and always forcefully spoke out on local and international issues.
He's the only man I know who speaks to God as an associate.
After 3 terms, he was defeated in 1989, but that didn't stop him from writing and remaining involved in public issues as a private and beloved citizen.
As I said when I left office, I'm never going to retire. I expect to die at this desk.
Koch, who never married, always described himself as a liberal with sanity.
I would be a wacko, and a wacko I'm not.
He often endorsed Republicans and was known for his independent, passionate, and spirited ways.
Now, we could use this camel instead of the groom and buses. Instead of the bike lane, we're going to have a camel lane.
He even picked out a New York City gravesite because he said he didn't ever want to leave Manhattan. Ed Koch, a New York original, remembered with much affection and respect. I'm Eric Shawn.
In our studios with us right now is Ed Green of Binghamton, who was a personal friend of Ed Koch's and helped him during his gubernatorial campaign running for New York governor. And Ed, you say that there was a funny story about Cardinal O'Connor that we saw in the piece we just ran. You were in a restaurant and the situation developed there that evening. Tell us about it.
One particular incident will remain in my mind forever. The good mayor, myself, and a number of other individuals were invited out to dinner by the mayor. And from the time we hit the restaurant, the mayor was all over the place glad-handing. Unbeknownst to me, he disappeared to the upper dining room, and within minutes, one of his security people came up to the table and said, "The mayor, Ed, would like you to meet the Cardinal O'Connor." And before I could get up from the table, word came back that Cardinal O'Connor was coming to see me on his way out of the restaurant. When he came up to the table, Ed Koch introduced me as a good Irish Catholic, not Jewish as he was, and everybody in the place roared.
Yeah, he was open to all religions, all people, all cultures, from what we understand about him. And you say that he was a genuine article. I mean, the reporters loved him. He always gave colorful quotes. But you're saying it was more than just publicity. It was really Ed Koch.
He was an irreplaceable icon. He had a sense of humor, a sense of dignity, and a sense of fairness for everyone that I had ever come across when I was in his presence.
And we were going through your scrapbook. You have quite a few pictures with him and quite a few activities there during his gubernatorial run.
Yes, and a very nice letter that hangs on the wall of my den, which he thanked me for all my support and continued support. And every time in the last 15 years that I've spoken to him, he's always been congenial to me.
And when you heard of his passing, what was your first reaction?
It was of sadness, but he's led a full life. He's done it his way, and he always had done it his way, because I can always remember walking some of the streets of New York when he would holler out to anybody, and when I was on the phone with him, he says, "I know you're from upstate New York, but tell me, how am I doing?"
His famous line.
Yes, it was.
Thanks for being with us, Ed
Thank
Green.
you so much.